In what situations do you experience bursts of stress? In the workplace, in the organisation which employs you? Is it before a tough talk, before an appraisal meeting, before a discussion with your manager where there's bad news that's going to be shared, or potentially a bit of a roasting, a reprimand for you for not achieving targets, goals or expectations? What about prolonged periods of stress? Where in your organisation do you experience prolonged periods of stress? Is it when you take on too much and you know you can't achieve everything? Is it when you say yes to doing a new project or a proposal or a report when really you know that whilst your intention was positive to help serve and support your line manager or other stakeholder, the practicality is you're going to be working all hours to get things done? Now, stress is often viewed as something that's really negative, and prolonged periods of stress can cause significant health challenges, mental, emotional, as well as physical. But short bursts of stress can be really helpful in terms of it gets our brain to pay attention to something that's really important. For example, this is why when you cross the road you look both ways and keep looking. You can't look once and hope nothing smacks into you. You've got to keep looking, paying attention to what's around you. And this is what short periods of stress can actually do. It can say, let's pool all our resources, let's get focused, laser focused, and deliver what's needed. Now, if you're a manager, if your autopilot setting is unwittingly or knowingly stress, or running around trying to do lots of things, or speaking very fast, or not giving people the attention they deserve, or saying, not right now, I'm busy right now, people will start to pick up on your emotional signals. You as the manager set the emotional climate for your team, and how you respond to a situation is their most accurate guide on how they should respond to a situation too. So please be aware that a short burst of stress can get you to pay attention. Prolonged periods of stress are really unhealthy, so please start to not just cope with stress but identify the source of the stress. Is it you keep saying yes to new projects and proposals and new responsibilities when really the answer should be no? Is it you choose not to delegate because no one in your team will ever achieve your own very high exacting standards? There's something that's worth exploring. How can you support them to achieve your exacting standards and enjoy the journey? I've met many bosses, very senior leaders included, who say they're best when their back's against the wall. They're best when all hell's breaking loose and they need to get something done. Really, and I've mentioned this to their faces as well, it's scientifically proven. Research over the past 15-20 years has identified that the brain and a human being cannot operate optimally or anywhere near their best when their brain is in a period of sustained stress. These people are unwittingly becoming stress idiots. Please bear in mind how you operate on a moment-by-moment, day-to-day basis and on a week-to-week basis impacts not just you but the people around you, the people you're being paid, trusted and expected to lead to achieve some really fantastic and even great things. Be aware of your source of stress. Start to delegate, start to attend fewer meetings, the few that really matter. Start to reduce the number of meetings that you have on a day-to-day basis. Some may deserve and require your input, some may not. Also, if you have an electronic diary, just because it's packed with colourful commitments doesn't mean that you actually need to be there or undertaking those commitments. Please have a think, because stress is a brain killer if it's on for a long period of time. Also, if you're managing 10 people are catching your emotions, and they may start to operate the same. If they see your autopilot setting as what should be their autopilot setting, this is where people stop turning up when they've got a little bit of a cold or a sniffle up the nose. This is where people think, I'll take the day off today rather than go into that environment. Please have a think, explore your source of stress and start to come up with different ways to manage it and reduce it.